Hi, my name is Janelle Braxton. I'm a financial aid counselor here at UT Health San Antonio. Welcome to my video on financial aid. It's going to be a brief overview, so it's not going to answer all your questions, but hopefully it will answer some and what's the word? Ease your mind on the process of how it works. Financial aid tends to be sometimes stressful for students, so my job is to make it not stressful. And hopefully this video will give you some insight on how it works here. I'm going to have a short presentation. It's going to be a PowerPoint presentation that will give you some information on where our office is located, how to contact us, the different types of loans that you may be offered, and some tips about budgeting. So let's get started. So there's our wonderful school there. Welcome again. And if you didn't catch my name in the beginning, it is Janelle Braxton. So let's get started here. So we are located in the Bristol Library on the 4th floor, room 4.064. You have our website, there is our email address, and our phone number. Appointments are not necessary. You are welcome to walk in between those hours and someone will help you. You can also schedule a Zoom appointment with us or a Teams meeting. Also, we do take phone calls. We will answer your call. We do answer the phone. We have a staff of 6 people in the office. So again, if you drop by, someone will be there to help you. We're the Veteran Service and Financial Aid Office, so we do handle veteran services along with federal financial aid. Now, the thing to remember and the most important part of receiving financial aid is to fill out your free application federal student aid, which is short for FAFSA. Without your FAFSA, we're not able to award you anything. And that's including loans, grants, scholarships, any of those items. We need your FAFSA on file. So I've provided our school code, very easy, 003659. The application opens October 1st every year. So remember, October 1st, get that FAFSA in. As a medical student, parents' information is not required. So you will not have to bug mom and dad about getting their taxes done because we don't need their information. You would just go ahead and complete your FAFSA application and submit it with just your information. And then an important thing to note, which we'll talk about in the next slide, is we do have to have your FAFSA application on file to have access to the UT Health Scholarship application. So we're going to talk about that right about now. So scholarship information. Now again, to receive a scholarship, you have to do the scholarship application. In order to get the scholarship application, we must have your FAFSA on file. Now, if you are awarded a competitive or a recruitment scholarship, again, even though it's in your acceptance letter, we still need you to complete your scholarship application and have your FAFSA on file to award that scholarship. Another thing that is new that we do require students now, that is to have the child support statement complete and the selective service requirement complete. Now you're asking yourself, why do I need to do that? Well, the state of Texas is now requiring us to verify if students are behind in their child support. So even if you don't have children, we do still need you to fill out that form. And then with selective service, the federal government is no longer on your FAFSA application going to answer that question, but the state of Texas still wants to know if you registered or if you need to or not. And so in order to receive any type of scholarships for funding, typically is state funding, we do have to have those two items from you. The scholarship application is good for 1 year. There's really not a deadline. The School of Medicine doesn't have a deadline that you have to get it in before this date. It's open all year around. You can make updates to your scholarship application. You just simply need to contact our office and we will reopen the scholarship application for you so you can make any updates and then simply submit it to the School of Medicine when they request it. Overall, you will receive 2 disbursements. You'll receive one in the fall and one in the spring. It's very important to make sure that you sign up for direct deposit. So any type of refund that you are going to receive, those funds will go into your bank account. Typically, financial aid will be dispersed 10 days before your first day of class. And what will happen is we will disperse those funds to your tuition and fee bill first. So anytime financial aid is dispersed, it's going to go and try to pay your tuition bill off. Once that's paid, anything that is left over is returned to you in a form of a refund. And that refund you can use for your rents, your books, anything that you need to use it for to get through school. Another thing that you want to think about is once you have access to the My Student Center, make sure you look at your to-do list because that's where our office is going to put items that you may be missing that we need you to do. So for example, if you did not complete the child support statement or selective service requirement, that may be on your to-do list. If we need you to complete your loan counseling or sign a master promissory note for your loan, that will be on your to-do list. So it's a really good habit to check your My Center to see if there's anything pending from our office that will prevent you from being packaged for financial aid. As in for your cost of attendance, if you're not sure what that is, I will go ahead and explain that to you. So your cost of attendance is consistent of your tuition, fees, books, miscellaneous, travel, health insurance, meals, and housing. We take all those components and it comes up with a number, and that would be your cost of attendance for the year for your program. So I've provided a link here or where you can take a picture or you can go to our website and click on your cost of attendance for the first year medical student. And you'll see the breakdown of what I just listed and the cost of attendance for that year. So why is this important? Well, we award you financial aid up to your cost of attendance. And this can be a combination of a loan and a grant scholarship and a loan, just loans, just depends on what you're eligible for. And so we cannot go above and beyond the cost of attendance. We can only award you at your cost of attendance. So that's something to keep in mind when you are reviewing your cost of attendance and reviewing your award package. Any type of emails that we send to you will be sent to your live mail. We will never send you anything to your personal email. Anything that we send from our office regarding your financial aid will go to your live mail account. And the earliest that we can disperse financial aid is 10 days before your first day of class. So tuition and fees are due on your first day of class, but we will disperse your financial aid 10 days before that, pending that you've completed everything that you've needed to complete with us. So here's a breakdown of the awards. So this is, you typically are awarded or can be awarded 2 loans from the Department of Education, your direct unsubsidized loan and your direct graduate plus loan. Now the direct unsubsidized loan, you may have received that in your undergrad. It's typically the same loan, a little bit of a higher interest rate versus what you received in your undergrad. And this one works as soon as that loan is dispersed, interest will start accruing on that loan until the loan is paid off. The same with your graduate plus loan. It is an unsubsidized loan. Interest will start accruing once that loan is dispersed. But the only difference is this one has a little bit of a higher interest rate, typically 1% higher than your unsubsidized loan, and it's credit-based. So it will review your credit history to see if there's any delinquencies or anything on your credit in order for you to receive the graduate plus loan. You also have your designated grants and designated scholarships. These are first come, first serve type of scholarships. So based on when we receive your FAFSA, again, very important that you do it early enough. You may be able to receive a grant. And the School of Medicine, again, they do offer their scholarships all year round. Do have to complete that scholarship application to receive, to review and to see if you're eligible for a scholarship. So in our title, our name in our office is Veteran Services. So we do help veterans or their spouses or dependents with their education benefits in our office. So if that could be with the Texas Hazelwood or federal veterans education benefits like the post 9/11, you simply will contact our office, submit your documents, and we will proceed on getting those benefits started for you. When you are reviewing your financial aid, you also want to make sure that you are creating a budget for yourself, tracking your spending, because you're awarded for the full year and you receive typically 2 disbursements. So you do have to make sure you're able to budget funding for your rent, car payment, credit card bills if you have them, food. So it's a good thing to start learning how to budget now if you have not done so in the past. It's a good habit to get into because it will carry you into a lifetime of good spending habits past, medical school. We always in our office recommend to borrow what you need. So always look at your needs versus your wants. And remember, what you do borrow today does have to be paid back with interest. So that might be another thing to think about when you are reviewing your financial aid package. We know things happen. Sometimes you have to take a leave of absence from school. And if you're using financial aid, there might be things that you may need to know before you make a decision. So we highly recommend to make an appointment with our office. If things happen to change while you're in medical school that you do need to leave, we can kind of tell you what's going to happen and kind of walk you through it so that you'll have a peace of mind, to aid your decision in that point. And I just have provided some tips to help save, money. It's really good to see if you can find a roommate, you're splitting the rent, walk or bike to the school, buy reusable water bottles. So we have stations here at the university where you can just fill your water bottle up with filtered water. Using the school's gym. So there's some tips there that hopefully that you can, write down and take and use to help. Again, work on setting up a budget and apply for your FAFSA every year. And if you're traveling to San Antonio to make that move, it might be a good idea to maybe start saving some money now to help with moving and travel expenses. Only because, like I said before, your financial aid will disperse 10 days before your first day of class. And you may have expenses that need to be paid before your financial aid is dispersed. So it might be a good idea to start maybe putting some money to the side to help cover those expenses. So I hope that you got some tips, maybe eased your mind a little bit about the process, and took some of those budgeting tips that I have offered. So thank you for going through that. Hopefully it wasn't too painful. It didn't cover everything that happens with financial aid, but it should give you a good basis of how it works. And again, we are more than welcome. If you have questions, please reach out to our office by email, by phone, rewind the video if you need that information. And thank you again for taking the time, and I hope to see or speak to you very soon. Have a great day.